Hey guys, Kirisute with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the deluxe Ninjark sword from Avataro Sentai DonBrothers. This is a premium bonding exclusive item, which is used in series to summon the evil MURASAME from within. This set includes a sword and 3 Avataro gears. So, let's get started. First off, we'll take a look at the sword in detail. Now, at a glance, you can kind of already tell that this is a recolor and retool of the Zonglass sword. As far as the colors go, changes the main body from black to pink, changes up the gradation colors to this blue and purple, as well as changing the grip to black from yellow. You can compare side by side. You see it changes out the gear in the center to where it has now the MURASAME symbol, as well as this ring, a bunch of sharks going around and around. Additionally, the blade has now been changed from this smooth design blade to one with jagged spikes like shark teeth. And one thing that is actually a little bit hard to tell is that there is actually a slight extension of length between the two of them. But only slightly, so it's not too big of a difference. Now on the back we also have the IR sensor for interacting with the Dawn Blaster, as well as the battery compartment, and takes the same amount of batteries as the Zonglass sword, which I believe is 3 AAAs. So the power switch here, and trigger here. Next, we'll get to the main electronics where the bulk of the playability comes from. We'll start, we'll switch on and get a confirmation sound.
Ninjark sword!
We get an announcement and a light blue light. Now, its sound has 3 different attack sounds, so it alternates between green, blue, and purple lights. Next, we can get to the summoning sound. And because in the show, MURASAME kind of uses it like a guitar, I'll be holding it underhand like this to demonstrate. And then we have the summoning sound for MURASAME, which definitely has, some nice bass slaps and guitar riffs to it. It's very nice. So after transformation, you now get a different set of sounds for the attacks. They sound a little bit more fearsome. We now have a couple of transformation sounds afterwards. Next one is the avatar change. And so that's the avatar change, which allows him to change into various evil rangers from past Sentai. And the final one is the alter change, allowing him to turn into MURASAME Alter. And there's the alter change sound. From there we can then activate the special attacks, which are done by holding the trigger, then spinning the wheel a set number of times.
Kirisute!
So there's that first sound, the Ichi shark attack. Knee shark. And so one shark, two shark. And no, not what comes next is not red shark, blue shark. But then we have three. So that's Sun Shark, and then for the Yon Shark attack, it'll actually fully activate on its own. Now beyond that, we also have a voice mode, which is done by switching it off and then back on while holding the trigger. So this gives us lines from both MURASAME and the mysterious voice that gives him commands, simply called Mother. Also try dimming the lights so that I can better see the light patterns. I'm going to just test how dark it gets. I will just basically just be switching one off so as to just better illuminate them. So before transformation, we have some voice lines from two. And then we go for the basic sounds. Then we get some additional voice lines for transformations. And I'll use this to demonstrate the special attacks one more time. Following that, we can then look at our included Avataro gears and use them with the help of the Don Blaster. So what we have here are 3 blue shark themed rangers. So we've got the gears for Volshark from Taiyo Sentai Sun Vulcan, Gao Blue from Hyakuju Sentai Gao Ranger, and Juo Shark from Dobutsu Sentai Juoger. And so the way these are used is the same as using them with the Zanglass sword. Settle in, activate it. Then activate it. So we have the Ura or reverse Avataro-san. And as you can hear, it recognized this as the Volshark gear. Then Gao Blue. Then we can use Juo Shark. Finally, there are 3 more Avataro gears we can test. 2 of them are by type, and then 1 is specific. So, first one to test out is one of the DonBrothers change metals, or change gears rather. Recognizes that as DonBrothers. Then a gear for a Sentai outside of the ones included with the set. We just get a generic sound saying clap your hands. And the last one to test out is Stay Caesar. And that one is pretty devious because in order to get that sound, you would need both this, a premium Bandai exclusive item, as well as to have gotten that gear via the Gear Tojinger, which was also premium Bandai exclusive. A little bit evil to go along with a couple of evil weapons. And there we go. Overall, my thoughts on the Ninjark sword are pretty similar to what I had to say about the Gear Tojinger from last year's series. It definitely is cool and has its own unique style and flair to it. I definitely do like all the different kind of guitar and rock sounds that adds to it. And as well as, of course, the nice lace patterns go along with it. But the drawback is that this does still technically have less playability than the Zanglass sword because it recognizes less unique gears, so there are less unique special attacks. And because of that, this is the kind of thing where I do genuinely wish that this had been released at retail, but it still does annoy me that Bandai has this very old-fashioned mindset that, just because several years ago when they tried putting out villain toys on the main market, didn't sell it well, they simply concluded that villain toys in Sentai weren't worth trying to sell at retail, and so they just kind of stopped. So that's why we have stuff like this relegated to premium Bandai. And it is a shame because this is definitely high quality, but unless you're a really diehard fan of Stay Caesar, or rather, DonMurasame, my mistake, then this might be a bit outside your price range. If you can afford it, and if you really like what you see here, I'd recommend it, but I do wish this was the kind of thing that was more accessible to the general market. Next time, I'll be starting my coverage of a lot of the premium Bandai revised toys that have gone in up to this point, starting with the Deluxe Weekend Driver. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRS50, writing off.